business owner who is sometimes annoyed or overwhelmed by social media? Do you know that your business needs better systems and automation, but you just don't want to be sold another tool? Are you ready to build a sustainable business that is ready to scale in the digital future? If you said yes to any of those questions, then today's video is just for you because we're going to be talking about how you can position your business to really grow using AI and automation and not just create more noise and add to the chaos of social media. But before I get into today's video, I'm Kiara Solomon, the founder of the Right Click Agency, and we help small business owners just like you eliminate the overwhelm that comes with running a business by using automation systems and AI. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining us again. Shout out to all of you digital marketers out there who are making it happen. So recently I was at a networking event and I met a woman business owner, just like many of you guys, who had shared with me that she tried almost every CRM out there, every tool, all of the softwares to manage her social media. She had tried to build sales funnels in the past. She had played around with some of the AI cloning softwares that were on the market to create her AI twin and build her community. She had a course, she had ebooks, products, so many of these different things that was floating out around there using TikTok, Instagram, all of the things. But she was still burnt out and she was still not creating consistent income. And this is something that I hear from so many of the business owners that we connect with, that I meet, whether it is online when I'm chatting with you guys or when I meet you guys out in person at events, or just business owners that we work with. And what I want you to know, what I shared with her, is that you're not the problem. The problem is that no one ever gave you. You never took the chance to actually build and create the systems that are necessary to sustain a business. And this is a major reason why right now AI literacy is so important for small business owners, because more AI without the strategy, more tools, more technology, more things without fixing the foundational issues is not going to create a solution. It's just going to create more noise. It's going to amplify what is already wrong or already failing or malfunctioning within your business. And this is something that I have been saying for years, that we need to understand when utilizing these tools, such as social media platforms, such as automation, such as AI. These things are just amplifiers, and they're going to increase the number of people who come into contact with your business and see the problems that exist. And then, sadly, what ends up happening is, because there are disconnects, because there are issues, these people never actually convert into paying customers. So I want to dive into this topic today, and I really want to help many of you guys to not only diagnose the problem in your own business, but also to come up with an actual solution to what you have going on right now, so that you start to see results, and so that you start to recognize that investing in a strategy right now, taking advantage of this opportunity to go back to the beginning, to deal with some of the underlying issues, this is a great opportunity for you to position your business to grow. So I want to talk about why using AI alone is just going to fail you in the long run without a strategy. And that's because the business is not speaking, or yes, when you use AI without giving it the strategy, without training it, which is the real win for you as a business owner, this is just creating generic information for your business. Just like you wouldn't bring in a random teenager off the street to run your ice cream shop that you have invested all of your time and effort and money into. You wouldn't hand your content creation off to your AI tool, your AI software without any training, because it's just going to go wild. It doesn't know what you want it to do. It doesn't know the prices. It doesn't know the flavors. It doesn't know the things that makes your ice cream shop unique, right? This teenager doesn't know, and your AI tool also doesn't know what makes you unique. So there are three main traps that we see small business owners fall into, and I want to help you to fix each of them today. Hopefully, we can cover this in this video, and you can start to build a system around using these tools for your business that will help you to get to the next level. So the first trap is that you don't give it any context. This was one of the main reasons why we created the prompt library for small business owners, because I know that you want to use Claude or ChatGPT to edit your content, to write your captions, to help you to come up with things to talk about on social media, but it's never met you. So we need to give it some context again about your ideal client, how you typically connect with those people. What is it that you're actually trying to do? Your call to action, right? And that means that you have to be clear on all of these things first. And I see so many small business owners operating their social media platforms without having all of this information clarified. So in order for you to have a clear call to action, you have to actually know what you want people to do when they come across the piece of content that you're putting out, whether that's joining your free community, buying a product or service that you have to offer, joining your email list. What is the call to action? And if you're not clear on this, there is literally no way that the people who are viewing the content can be clear on this. Again, especially if you are a service provider, a local business, you provide professional services or home services, whatever category you fall into that requires you to actually be off doing something for your clients and customers as well, meaning you don't have the time to respond to every single comment and answer questions that may be coming from the people who interact with the content, then you need to be clear on that for your AI companion, your AI assistant, to be able to help you be clear on that in the content. So this is the first big problem that we see people falling into. And, before you just dive right in, again, I think that it's important to deal with those foundational issues. So definitely check out the links in the description box below, because the AI prompt library is available for you to get immediately, to download. And it's a really useful guide to help you not only ask the right questions of the AI companion, whether that's Claude or ChatGPT or any other platform that you choose to use, but also giving you the space to give it the right information so that it can produce the right outputs for you. The second big trap that we see small business owners falling into is wanting the AI to run the role with zero oversight. So, again, the example that I gave you of not giving a teenager off the street full control of your ice cream shop, you would not allow AI to write your blog post for you or write your a script for your YouTube video or write the captions to go along with your photos without giving it any oversight, without correcting it, without saying, okay, I probably wouldn't say it like this, I would say it like that. And it's exactly the same for your AI. So this means that you need to build yourself into the system as a manager versus as a doer. And this is, again, a big area that we see so many small business owners fall into, because many times if you don't have management experience with humans, you're gonna still struggle to have that management experience with the computer, with the software. So again, I would reiterate here, this is why our AI prompt library is so good, because it gives you the context to which you can give the AI assistant directions to perform a particular task or role and the way that you want it done. It also gives you guidelines to look at and say, is this meeting the standard that I had in mind? Okay, I gave it all of my brand specifications, colors, logos, our target audience, all of these different things, age group, demographic, and other demographic information, sociographic information about my ideal client. Now, what the AI assistant is producing for me, now I have a rubric by which to measure it and to see whether or not it's actually what I had in mind, what I intended. So this is so important for you to build yourself into the system and to make sure that you are giving the system feedback so that it can improve. The third, and actually this is probably the number one issue, is that if you don't actually have a system in place, then you can't automate or give AI anything to do. So a lot of times what ends up happening is that you're going to the AI companion for one-off task. Even in your, let's say you're using a CRM or some other tools or software, all of that is performing one-off tasks, and there's nothing automated or in place for these tools to support you on. And this is gonna make those first two issues even worse, because if the systems live in your head, if every price, every response lives in your head, if you're the only person who knows how to run the business, then you have zero training materials to provide for the AI companion, the virtual assistant, any team member that you might hire, anything that's going to help you to be in position to be able to grow. So, this is actually the place where the automation starts. And that's with documenting the processes. If you don't have any of your processes documented already, I 100% recommend that you take our free 3-day challenge that will help you to put all of this into place. It's literally going to help you to cover all of the foundational information that we talked about in today's video, because that's where you need to begin if you don't already have that stuff together, before you can get to the place of actually building out these AI powered systems. So, this is an example of the illusion of what the AI or the gurus tell you about using AI versus how to do this strategically and be smart when it comes to implementing these tools into your business. So number one, you want to give it highly educated context. What is it that I want from the AI assistant or this automated workflow? What's the outcome that I want specifically so that I can judge whether or not it's actually doing that? And this requires you to step into the CEO role within your business and to really think highly of your business and to have a future focused vision on where you see the business going, not just managing the day to day responsibilities and where you are right now. And speaking of managing the responsibilities, you also need to make sure that everything is system supported with oversight. If right now you're the only person in your business, then as you grow, you're going to have ultimately, hopefully, a manager who will be responsible for overseeing all of the team members in your business, whether they are human, whether they are AI powered systems and operations, whatever it is. The operations manager or the chief operations officer, the COO, is an important role within the business. And if you right now are the CEO and the COO and the CFO, meaning the chief financial officer, if it's your job to manage all of those responsibilities, the CMO, the chief marketing officer, then you're going to have to definitely incorporate some smart tools, some intelligent systems in your business so that you're capable of doing this. Again, automating the documented SOPs, having actual standard operating procedures for how things are done. How do you come up with the content that you're going to post on social media every week or every month? And if this is something that you don't have, again, definitely take advantage of that AI prompt library, because you can use AI, an AI assistant, as a brainstorming companion to help you develop these themes for your annual marketing calendar. This is something that we do with our clients, and it's something that we recommend you guys do within your business as well. And then finally, targeted customer attraction. Understanding that once you have all of these systems in place, this is going to help you to be more confident that when people find your business, when they end up in your sales funnels, when they end up connecting with your content, wherever you're marketing or advertising, publishing your content, that having strong automated systems in the background is going to help you to be able to convert them into actual paying customers and be direct in doing that, right? Taking them on a customer journey that has the intention at the end and several opportunities along the way for them to actually become paying customers, several opportunities for them to buy from you. So all of this is about strategy first and AI second. And this is why it's so important to build the systems, build the operations that actually work within your business so that your business stops running you and you start running the business. So the first step, if you don't already have it, is for us to document the process. That's trap number 3, where people don't have the processes. If you need help getting that started, our Smart 3-Day Challenge, the link is in the description box below, is a great place for you to start with that, because it's going to help you to get clear on all of these things and document the process. Step 2 is to educate the AI. Conceptualize the assistant, give it the information that you want it to do. And this applies whether we're talking about an AI assistant or companion, or we're talking about an automated workflow that's going to do the same thing again and again. You need to educate it, and that education comes from the actual systems that you have outlined. And if you need help doing this is where our AI prompt library comes in great handy, because what you will be able to use this information that you've documented, the information that you've gotten clear on, you will be able to use that information to fill in the blanks and feed it to the AI so that it understands your business, it understands what's important to you, your values, it understands your target audience, it understands your goals, your sales goals, and it helps you to build a strategic plan to be able to get there. And then the third and final step of this process is to manage and oversee the process and give it feedback so that you begin to trust it more, right? So correct it. Hey, I love what you did with this, but actually I would prefer to say it this way. Let's do this. Ask the AI or the workflow, you make revisions to the output until it meets your goals and intentions. Once you've gone through each one of these things of documenting your process, educating your AI, and building the system and making sure to come back and give it feedback, then you're going to be well on your way to reducing your overwhelm and making sure that your business feels secure, you feel safe to go out and attract clients and customers using your social media content. And that content is actually able to do its job because it's clear, it's specific, it has the call to actions clarified, you have the automated processes and systems to back it up. And as a result, your operation scales and your business feels like something that you run, not like something that runs you. This is so important, and this is the biggest win. And this really comes from training an automated AI powered system that works for you, training it like your star employee. So, if you're ready to take this information to the next step, the first, easiest, quickest thing you can do is take our digital brand audit. You can go to audit.rightclickagency.com to get started there. If you want to join our free Facebook community where we talk about the tools, the strategies, how we're doing this, using all of the different things, the CRMs that I love, like Go High Level and everything else, you can join our private Facebook community. That's linked in the description box below. If you're ready to take the Smart Scale Challenge, you want help getting clear on your foundational information and building out those processes so that you can automate it. That challenge is completely free at smart.rightclickagency.com. And if you are interested, we actually have another workshop that's coming up before this October workshop. We have a intelligent content workshop that's happening on August 15th. If you're watching this video and this is before August 15th, you have the opportunity to join us live for this training, well, live virtually for this training, where we're going to walk you through how to create and train your AI assistant or AI companion to create content for you. This is going to be an amazing course or amazing workshop. It's like a VIP one-on-one session where we're going to talk about all of the things that you need to do to get the system set up to work for you. That information is linked below. And then we also have a group implementation weekend that's happening in October for those of you who need help building out your entire automated system, from the training of the AI to the workflows, to the products and services that will be offered in the channel, all of that different stuff. So all of the links are below. If you watched the video to this point, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that this information was valuable to you, and I hope that it was useful. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay connected to us for all of the content that we put out. And until next time, bye.